I don't care what leadership does wrong. I preached in a church in America here years ago, and the pastor had done something very wrong. He had an affair, and I was asked to be among the board to restore the pastor. And the wife came to me and said, Archbishop, the church don't want him anymore. I'm taking over. The board and the elders have decided that I take over the church, and so I need you to keep him in Ghana. We don't want him here. If you bring him back, the church will split, and I'll move on to set up my own church because the people are willing and ready to go with me. And I looked at her in her eye, and I said, you are so pretty, attractive, and beautiful, ignorant. And she said, what did you say? And I said, just what I said. I said, don't fool with the church of God. And I said, it cost God the blood of his son Jesus to redeem the church and to build the church. And don't come here in the name of marriage to mess up with the church of God. It doesn't operate that way. And I said, I cannot keep him in Ghana. He's coming back to his church. And I said, my assignment is not to remove him from the place of leadership, but is to work with him for him to heal and empower him and restore him to lead the flock. Now, when it comes to him being removed, it is God's issue. And I said to her, when David sinned and committed adultery, God did not remove David from the throne. He disciplined David. He judged David, but he didn't remove him. And when Ahithophel and Absalom, his son, rose up against David because of his sin, God made sure that Ahithophel died and Absalom died, and the man who sinned kept on living. What does that mean? You cannot judge God's anointed. Let nobody play God. And let me say this even to our boards, because I have a lot of boards. I have a board right now in Europe. They've been in office for 20 years. And I said to the new bishop the other day, I'm abolishing the board. I said they've been in office for too long. We need some new ideas. We need some innovation. So I'm going to abolish the board. So I called the board members. I said, some of you, you've been on the board for too long. I'm opening branches for you. New churches all over the city. So every one of you, get ready. And I said, Bishop, train them all as sales leaders. Let them start winning souls and remove them from the board. Bring some new and fresh blood on the board with innovation idea, because these guys, they are set in their ways. They ain't going nowhere. Move them. And I'm not saying you should do that, but I'm just telling you that I understand the dealings of God. When it comes to the church, it's not about a board. Neither is it about elders or how long you've been in the church. We need to win souls. That's the number one priority, winning souls. And hear me, if you are a Christian and for the whole year you haven't won a soul, one soul, you are not pleasing God. And you are out of the will of God. I'm telling you, you study your scriptures and you see why I said that. You can't say you're a child of God and not win souls. A whole year and you haven't won a soul, and you are sitting in the church and you're talking about how faithful you are and loyal and committed, and you haven't won a soul and brought a soul to the church. You are of no use and of value to the church and to eternity. These are strong words, but you know what, Evangel? You are a church of age, and you need to stop drinking milk and start eating meat. Say, I hear you.